Man, what up, world? It's your boy Big Seven. I ain't never did one at night, but I had to get these messages up out of here. I hope everybody's still doing the shadow work. Let's get this work going, though. Let's get this work. The enemy gonna get this work. Like I always say, let's get this work. Let's get straight to it. The enemy had a plan. The past enemy had a plan to destroy your life. The plan was to do something to you with using what they've already got. See, the enemy works like this. They wanna do something to you strategically. They already have or do know what they're doing or what they got. So they want to use that and place it on you without it backfiring onto them. So what they'll do is they'll use one troubled situation to snowball into other situations. So now it looks like it's on you, like you did all of these things. They'll keep snowballing lies to where they'll make that one lie to this lie, to that lie, to that lie, and then they'll have one big incident so it'll look like all of those lies are true. That's how the enemy does things. Like the enemy in the past, they were having an affair on you. Your ex was an enemy. They were an enemy to you. You didn't even know because you were so loving. You tried to help. You thought you was helping. So you was a helping person. You thought you were caring and loving and everything to this person. So you wanted to help them to change and get out of that mode of being evil or whatever. You didn't even think they were evil. You just thought they were going through something, a phase in their life. No, they were an enemy. They were evil. They already had this planned out. See, the enemy was having an affair. Okay? Your ex having an affair on the side, had a third person, third party, whatever you want to call it. That person was already sleeping around. Okay? See, they didn't really worry about that person because they knew that person was sleeping around. They knew that person was no good. Okay? But what happened was this person slept around so much, they gave your ex an STD, a disease. This is what happened. When they gave your ex that disease, your ex knew it. Your ex could feel it. Okay? You can feel it when you got a disease. A lot of the time, you know it. Plus, there's a feeling, even if you don't have real symptoms, there's a feeling that come over you that just makes you know that, hey, I done caught something. This is how good, watch how my God works. Your ex tried to come back to you because they knew they had the disease because they knew they caught it from this third party. Your ex tried to come back to you, give it to you, and they had a plan that they was going to give it to you, and they were going to expose you falsely to the people around them so you look bad. And they was also going to tell your people so you look bad to the public. This is how they wanted you to look. It didn't work because this is how my God works. See, God knew the whole time what they were trying to do, knew the whole plan. See, they was going to church trying to act like they so holy, they connected to God and this and that. See, that's blasphemy to God. You cannot laugh in my God's face while trying to be evil at the same time. My God doesn't let you do that. He doesn't allow you to do that. Plus, when you're trying to do that to an earth angel, A chosen one. You really trying to open up God in the angel's eyes. Now you just blatantly not only go into church, but you also trying to live your horrible, messed up life behind the scenes, right in front of God, while acting like you're connected to him. Like y'all buddy. We best friends, but I'm going to hurt your child in front of you. God said, no, you won't. So they came back to you, dig this, and they was like, I'm going to give them the STD, STI, whatever we want to call it. This is what they said. I'm going to give them the STI, and then I'm going to expose them to everybody. See, what they didn't know is my God is stronger than the STD, the STI, or whatever you got. So my God blocked it. He blocked you from even catching the STD. Right? Blocked it. They were trying to use that. They was trying to use that STD to expose you so they can then act like you were so horrible. You was out in these streets. You was doing all of this bad stuff. They needed to get away from you. And this is how they wanted it to look. This is how they wanted to look. This is why they still played their game, try to take you to court and because they already embarrassed themselves because they tried to give you the STD and that did not work. It did not work. As they were sleeping with this roach or whatever you want to call it on the side that they knew was dirty. Might be an ex. Might be a coworker, might be some hoe that works for money. This is what they was doing. Sleeping with this person faithfully that was selling their body or giving their body freely to everybody. And tried to come back to you, give you the STD, tell everybody around the community, your family, their family, the church family, that you was just a horrible person and they had to get rid of you and they had to release you and they're going through it because they tried to be so good to you and they were so loving and because they were trying to drop you to go to this hole. See, they wanted to go and play around with a whole person that's giving away their whole body. And they needed to make a scene to get away from someone like you because you were too precious to just cut it off. See, they don't know how to come to you and just be like, I'm done, because they didn't have a reason to be done. There's no reason to cut a person off like you because you're too good. So they needed to make a scene to make it look like you weren't good. People don't like them now because people know you're good. People had a chance to have you in their life. People have seen you, connected with you on different levels. So people know you. The people they talking to, their family, their friends know you. So they know that they're lying. But the problem with their family and friends is that they're catching karma because they're trying to help cover up the lie. This is the problem they're having right now, is that they're getting karma from God. God is physically stepping into their life and saying, you thought you was doing something. I don't care how many church services you go to. You got to pay for this, player. This is what God is physically saying to them. You got to pay for this, player. I don't think you got enough money in the world to pay for this, player. This is my chosen. This is my earth angel that I put into your life to get you straight. And you tried to hurt them and tried to make them look bad. This is what you gonna get this work, player. They going to every church service that they can, trying to clean this mess up. But the thing is they gotta go to you. They cannot change until they go through you. See, they keep trying to go on the side of you, behind you, over here, over there. Let me try to talk to God and see what God gonna say. God is telling them, you cannot clear this until you go back to them and clear your debt. They don't understand it. They don't get it. God keep telling them they going to every service that they can. They playing a pretend game right now. Like life is good, life is great, because they know that they ultimately got to end up going back to you to try to clear this debt. They can't clear it because this is what they tried. God showed them, I'm the end all be all. Me. God showed them, I'm the end all be all. You don't get to dictate nobody's life. You don't get to come and try to do this and do that to somebody's life. I do that. So therefore, you trying to be me and play me, I'm going to show you who I really am. This is what God is doing to them right now as we speak. Right now. They can't move on. They thought they was going to give you this STD and expose you like you did something to them. You didn't even have the STD. And they had it. And you was unprotected when you messed with them. That's how God showed them. They was trying to think you was demonic because the STD wasn't there. And they was like, man, I'm sure we did it more than once or twice or this and that. They should have it. God was like, I'm the end all be all. Try me. Try me. You didn't even have it. This is why they trying to tell people, oh, he got to be demonic. He got to be this. She got to be demonic. She got to be that. Because they tried to play you on God in God's territory. They tried to play you. They tried to step into God's territory and play you. And God was like, come on with it, player. Are you serious? Is you serious? Do you know who I am? This is what God is telling them. Do you know who I am? Why are you even going to church right now? You still pretending. You can't change your debt. You can't change what you got until you go back to that person and clear your name. You still trying to pretend your life. And you still messing with this joker behind the scenes. This is what's happening to them. They wanted to go and play with that joker. They wanted to go and play with this person who's for the streets. And now they got exactly what they wanted. But they thought that you was gullible. See, they thought they was going to do this and they was going to still end up with you somehow. This is what they thought. They was like, I'm going to go over here and play with this joker, this thing, whatever this is, and I'm going to end up with this person still because they gullible. They a great person, but they gullible, so they going to come back. This is what they said. This is what they thought. This is what they thought. Now they suffering because they keep trying to look like they bigger than they are. They still pretending. And God keep on saying, until you change and you get rid of that ego and stop trying to act like you something that you not, you still going to keep going through this, player. You got debt to clear. And the only way you clearing that debt is going back and apologizing and telling the people that you lied to that you lied. And apologizing to that person that you lied on. That's how you going to clear your debt. This is how God has it with people. God has had it with people because he's giving them chance after chance after chance through you. You gave them chance after chance. That was God giving them chance after chance to get it right. God was showing them, hey, I can give you these chances, but are you going to get it right? And they kept on trying to play the game, was hooking up with the devil like, yeah, the devil's my homeboy. This is what they were saying. The devil, my homeboy. You know, I just see God on the weekends. That's what they were saying. Like they had a double relationship or something. This is what they were saying. playing on God in your face, knowing that you were spiritually connected to the Lord, knowing that you prayed every night for protection, and they sitting here trying to block everything that you got going on, pretending that you bringing disturbances into their life when it's them that who's the disturbance. Every argument for no reason. Sitting here acting like, you just so bad. Oh, why are you talking to me? Why is this? That's how they acted towards you. Pretending like you had the problem. And all you did was bring solutions. All you did. Now they don't have a solution. They stuck. They battling the demon right in front of their face. That person that they left you for is the demon. They called you the demon, and that person that they left you for is the demon. They sad because they watching you glow up. They thinking that they got you. They watching you glow up. From the ground up. They watching this glow up. It's destroying them. Because they sat here and thought they was going to go and play the game. And now they waiting. See, they was waiting for you to come back because you always come back and make it right. That's what they thought. They was like, she going to come back. He going to come back and they going to make it right. Watch, I'm going to mess this thing up like I always do. And they going to come back and make it right. Because they know you an angel. They know it. That's why they trying to block and make it look like you not one. Because they want you to somehow fall from the face of the earth, and then they can grab back onto you and try to use you again. This is what they hoping to do. They trying to slide in from the background, pretending like they the same as you. They ain't even close to what you are, but they pretending it. They dress up every time they see you. See, they gotta look good every time they see you. Trying to start conflict. Little petty things, they text messages they might send to you. Oh, this, and that. You know, this, and that. Trying to have some subliminal message within the text. Like, come on now. Like you can't read through it. That they trying to cause some conflict. Like, come on now. Nobody trying to be in no conflict with you. I left because of conflict. You left because of conflict. And they know it. And that's what they keep trying to do. They trying to raise this conflict up because they think the conflict is keeping you. They think the conflict is making you stuck. Is having you stay. Conflict. This is what they like. Conflict. They looking for the conflict. Because the conflict, they thought that was what was making you stay. You a good person. You got a good heart. You're loving. Genuinely loving. This is what you are. They couldn't break that. They're trying to break that because they feel like if they break it, you would only be for them. They don't want it for no one else. They want you to use your energy for them. For them. God faked them out. He hit them with the hezzy. They thought that STD was about to hit. God was like, shook them right up out of their ankles. They sitting here still stuck from the same hezzy from a year ago. Their ankles is broke from the same hezzy. They still sitting sideways like this from the hezzy that God put on them a year ago. A year and a half ago. 2-3 years ago. God put the hezzy on them and they was like, out of the camera. Ankles still broke. They still sitting in the same spot with the ankles like sideways. Ankles toe back. Broke. Because they thought they was finna hit you with the STD and then they was gonna expose you to the world like you was an evil person, a messed up person. Now they sitting back like, man. And now they trying to sit back and try to see what you know. And they wondering how you know it. They like, how do we know it? They don't get that you so connected to the Lord that you get every answer that you need. They don't get it. That's why they kept trying to do stuff to you the whole time that they was there. They was trying to do something to you. They was trying to do stuff to you behind the scenes so you don't see it. But you kept getting it. You wasn't even looking. They kept looking at you. They was like, he ain't looking. She ain't looking. I got this. And the whole time, the eyes behind your head, that was God, seeing every move that they was making. You at home, you ain't even worried. You in the bed sleep. You still getting messages from God. You still getting messages from God. This is what they hate about you. See, they scared to return because of that. See, they want to return and play you, but they scared to return because they know they can't play you. They really know now they can't play you because they had this all planned out and you still figured it out. See, they was trying to do stuff to you the whole relationship, and they probably was behind your back, and you kept figuring it out. But they thought, they thought you didn't catch on to none of that. You knew all of the stuff they did. They didn't think you knew. They thought you was lost. They thought you was lost. They was like, they lost. I got them. See, too many people are so stuck in the physical world. They stuck in the material world. And this is what's wrong with a lot of people today. They so stuck in the material world, how society's living, how to live, or like the rich. They so stuck in that mindset. How can I get to living like them? That they never understand that material doesn't last. Being materialistic doesn't last. Having an ego only loses people. Having no love or support for others only loses this love and support that those others are going to have for you. They don't get everything that they were about only leads to destruction. And the funny thing is, God was showing them right in front of their face while they were still doing and living the same materialistic life. God kept showing them. They going to church every day, hearing the message, seeing the message, and God is telling them the message, and they still living the same way behind the scenes, not understanding why they can't win. And God is telling them why they can't win when they go to church. And they so lost in the brain and so dead up here that they still going to church and hearing the word, hearing the message, doing all of this stuff, and still can't see what they're doing wrong. Still don't understand. They still don't understand. It's like you going to class, you getting all of the answers one by one, and you still don't know the answers. Can't you get... It's funny to me because they thought you was dumb. They thought you was dumb. See, they loved the way you were when you were that way, because they knew you were smart, but they thought you were dumb to the tricks that they were playing. So they loved it that way. They felt like you were smart to do the things they needed you to do. They wanted you to do, but they felt like you was dumb to the tricks that they were playing. That's exactly how they loved you. They want you to go back to that way. They're pretending right now in hopes that you would fall into their lap again so they can play you the same way. They never was playing you though. That's what they figured out, because you knew everything that they did, everything that they was happening. You can go back to the first time y'all dated. You remember the whole relationship. You can go back to the first time y'all dated. You knew exactly what they was doing. You was just trying to give them a chance because of the pure heart that you were. That's why you're an angel. See, people don't even understand what an angel is. Pure-hearted people. We trying to fix, we trying to love, we trying to be there. That's what angels are. That's what they do here on this earth. They restore balance onto this earth. That's why you get hurt trying to mess with an earth angel, because earth angel is here to restore balance. help people get out of these situations like they're in. That's what an earth angel is. And God needs those people to restore balance here on this earth. So when you messing with one of them, you're only destroying yourself. And this is what they figuring out now. They left to go have fun with a actual hoe or escort or whatever that was out there in them streets. That was out there in them streets. No telling what they got now. There's no telling what they got now because that's the life that they wanted. Now the escort probably taking, or the hoe, whatever they are, is probably taking them for their money. Taking them for their lifestyle. They can't sleep. But they're trying to pretend. They don't show you or tell you anything because it's a way of pretending like they're trying to play. They think y'all playing an ignore game. This is what they think right now. They think that you two are playing an ignore game. Who can ignore each other the most? They don't understand that you're not playing no game. You're done. You're finished. You're moving forward. They thinking it's an ignore game. They trying to see how long they can ignore you because they think they can win this. And it's not a game to win. That's how delusional and lost they are. They thinking that they playing an ignore game. They trying to ignore you they trying to ignore you out your socks. They trying to pretend like, hey, everything a game, everything good. That's why they trying to pretend everything good. That's why they don't talk to you. They don't tell you nothing. How somebody swore that they loved you so much and you cut them off and they can't even talk to you. It don't work like that. You know why you cut them off, but why they ignoring you? Because they know they're guilty and they wrong. They know they're guilty and they wrong. So they trying to play victim. They playing victim off of the ignore game. They think the ignore game gonna work, but you ain't got nothing to apologize for. Why would you come back? Why would you return? There's nothing that you need to say. You didn't take yourself to court. You didn't try to pin an STD on somebody. You wasn't trying to expose nobody. You was living your life trying to love the way you love. Trying to be the best person that you can be. Raise your vibration. Trying to be the best version of you. Be a better father, brother, sister, or whatever you are. And they kept trying to hurt you, backstab you, and kill you. You ain't got no reason to apologize. What's the reason to apologize? What, you apologizing for being good to them? There's no reason to apologize. So they sitting back trying to play victim, telling themselves that they got a reason to play victim, and they don't. There's no reason to play victim. What are they playing victim for? Huh? They lost. They lost against you. What are they playing victim for? What is they there to play victim for? You don't have a third party that you caught something from. They steady try to tell people you was out there in them streets. You know they got a third party. They can't even tell what third party you would have because you was always with them. You was always around them. They steady try to tell people you like this and you like that. How? People know your energy. When you out here and being faulty, your energy is always going to come to the forefront. People are going to feel the tenseness of your energy. When you get around certain people, notice how you clamp up, your stomach ball up, or you get tense around certain people. That's showing you that their energy is off. Their energy is off. I don't stay around too many people that I got to walk on eggshells around. That mean the energy is off. God lets you know through your own energy who is not a good person to be around. And when you feel that tenseness around these type of people, you already know. You already get it. And people are feeling that you feeling around them. They're feeling it right now. Trust me. They feel it when they get around this person because this person only has evil thoughts. They're only thinking of ways of how they can upgrade and how they can get better off of you, how they can get better off of your back, how they can run you into the ground and elevate. That's all they thinking about. See, when they left you, they thought they was going to elevate off of that person that was for the streets. They for the streets. That's where they went wrong, because now they sick. Now all that person for the streets gave was STDs and sicknesses. Now they sitting back and they like, when that ex coming back, man? When they gonna show up and apologize to me so we can move on? Because they thinking you gonna show up and apologize to them for what? They gonna apologize to. This is how delusional they are. They're gonna show up and apologize to me. When they gonna show up and they gonna apologize to me? They need to show up and apologize to you, boy. They need to show up and apologize to your girl. You know, because I'm the victim. I mean, I was sleeping around, but I'm the victim. I'm the one that's hurt. What are you hurt about? Because your plan didn't work out? It failed? You try to call that person a demon because you couldn't play them? Because God showed them the answers? See, they were thinking that God wasn't going to show you nothing. They going to church all of this time acting like they believe in God and stuff, but then God really showed his face. That's when they got scared. See, now they scared. That's why they call you a demon, because they didn't think God was going to actually show up like, hey, what's up? What's going down? What's up? We got a problem? God showed up like Ice Cube not Friday, in Boys in the Hood, when he was like, got a problem? We got a problem? We got a problem? That's how God showed up. God showed up like, hold up. You messing with my chosen? We got a problem? We got a problem? They didn't know that God was going to pull up like that. He pulled up in the 6'4" and everything. Sitting on spiritual Dayton's. Spiritual Dayton's, baby. That boy slipped up in the spiritual 6'4" lifted with the bags. He cut the corner around the corner with the 6'4" sitting on spiritual Dayton's with the bags on them. He put the bags down and came out and said, wait, hold up. We got a problem. That's how God pulled up. And they were sitting like, no, he gotta be demonic. God ain't pulling up like that. God, what? Why God pulling up, huh? That ain't God. This is what they were saying to themselves. That ain't God. Nope. It can't be God. He pulled up. You messing with my chosen? Archangel? Come on. Like, why do I gotta pull up? Why do I gotta keep pulling up on you? This is what God kept telling them. Like, why do I got to keep pulling up on you? Why? Is you ever gonna learn? Like, I'm just going to have to take this thing out and just bust. Because I keep trying to teach you a lesson, but it's clear to me that you don't want to learn no lessons. This is what God said. You don't want to learn no lessons. They don't, like, I'm trying to teach you these lessons, but you ain't trying to learn, player. So I'm going to have to just take. What, do I have to take you out? Do I gotta, I don't want to come back. Get your act together. And then he hopped right back up in the 6'4" spiritual Dayton's and all, hit the bags and rolled right back into heaven. And they were sitting over there like, they gotta be a demon. They a demon. They demonic. Oh man, they demonic. They didn't have the STD. They won the court case. They dodged the shots that I was shooting at them. I tried to mess with their car. Their car was still rolling the right way. I was pulling everything out of that mug. And all of a sudden, when he woke up, the car was putting back together like it never got touched. I'm sitting behind here spreading every type of lie, telling everything, and the people that I'm lying to like him even better. And like her even better. God, what can I do? I cannot kill this person. This is what they were saying about you. Like, man. I can't do nothing to this person. They still in the background looking at you like, man, I'm trying to live this fake life, and this fake life ain't getting off the ground at all. I got this fool over here sleeping with everybody up in the city, and then coming back and giving me everything you could think of. Shoot, I'm trying to tell the world that I got somebody good on my side, and they looking at me like, is you stupid? I'm sitting here that got away from the best thing that I had in my life. How stupid can I be? And I'm still trying to pretend. Pretend life. It's just not working. Now they looking at the devil while the devil looking back at them, and they like, you told me this was going to work. And the devil like, I didn't tell you none of that. I mean, I said it real nice. What I did say it real nice, but it wasn't that. I didn't say it was going to work. I just said, hey, you do this, and you do that. You might just get this. You seen how I said might, right? Because the devil already know he can't touch God. He can't do nothing unless God said it. That's why they so lost. They so shook because they still teaming up with him, and they still going to church, and they still trying to act connected to God, but they still pretending. There's no connection no connection can be built to my God if you still playing with this. If you still playing with the devil, that's what you got. That's what's called leaving you to your own understanding. Is when you want to do what you want to do. God is going to let you do what you want to do, but you have no connection to him. You ain't going to have no connection with him. You ain't going to be able to connect with him and be like, oh yeah, we cool and he going to protect you. No. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. Huh? Playing both sides? Playing both sides. Come on now. You know what they do to you in games when you play both sides? See, they keep thinking. See, this is why I say the world kind of stunts. Church and stuff kind of stunts people. Because people will be thinking that God is just this bipolar. You just come to church and you're forgiven. Sins is washed away. You don't have to pay for your debt. It's not like that. You have to pay for the things you do. You don't know what's going to happen. That's why I say be good so you can build that dharma, that good karma. See, when you're out here in the streets and you're still trying to be connected to the streets and you're trying to connect with God, you're not connecting with God. You're not. If you're still out in the streets, God is waiting for you to stop being out in the streets. Stop doing the things that you're doing that ain't building anything, and then you can connect with him. God's not connecting with you while you're still pretending. That's what learning is. See, you have to learn to cut that off. If God just allows you to reap the benefits of him, then you won't learn the lesson. That's why God leaves you out there, so you can learn the lesson. There's no lesson that can be learned if he just comes in and coddles you after doing what you're doing every time. So now God lets you go out there and do what you want to do. And he'll continue to let you do what you want to do. But you're not going to have access to him. It doesn't matter how many scriptures you read. It don't matter how many church services you go to. It don't matter what you do. You can't connect to my God until you clear your path to connect with him. And clearing your path is cutting off all of this stuff, going back to the people you hurt, washing yourself from that sin, taking accountability for what you did do, and changing. If you never do that, you never connect. So stay where you at. No reason to pretend, because pretending can't grow. There's no reason. That's why I always tell people there's no reason to pretend. You will never have a connection with my Lord and Savior pretending. There's no connection. I don't care how holy you act. I don't care how of God you act. I don't care what suit and tie you put on. I don't care what skirt and jacket you put on over it. I don't care what bow you try to put on top of that package. If you still out here doing what you doing, trying to hurt people, you are not going to connect with my Lord and Savior. So keep on trying. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I can give it to you any way you want it. However you want me to say it, I can say it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. What more do you need to know? So pretend all you want. That's my message, guys. I hope you guys are getting it. I hope you guys are getting it. Plain and simple. My God works in mysterious ways. And the funniest thing is the mysterious way is that he's actually normal. You do something wrong, you pay for it. He's not all bows and roses. No, that's the church's version of him. He's bows and roses. You come and you get your sins clean and you go home all good. You go home and everything is all done and you ain't got to pay your debt. That's the church version of God. Like, I'll be sitting here looking at the pastor like, are you serious? Like, don't you know I'm connected like this to him? And I know that's not true, but I'll let you keep preaching. You can keep preaching. Go ahead. Keep your sermon going. Keep your sermon going. Go ahead. I'm going to listen, but I'm connected like this with him. And I know that's not how he is. So no water that you touch and hit is going to change your debt. I mean, you might clear your sins, but your debt still is right here that you got to pay for. So guys, that's my video. I hope you guys still doing the shadow work. I'm going to leave my Cash App in the description box. I hope you guys can donate to my page. Put whatever in there that you want to put. I do not ask for any specific price, but if you want to donate to the page, continue to donate to the page. I love you for it. I'm trying to expand. I'm trying to get to $2,000. I don't have a specific date, but I'm trying to get there. As your boy has been struggling a little bit with it, but we'll get it in due time. With God's grace, we're going to get there. But I love you guys. Everybody that's been rocking with me, thank you. I love you guys. Continue to rock with your boy. I mean, yes, I may say a lot of things. You know, hey, I may say something that you don't agree with all the time. I'm human. That's me. Continue to rock with your boy. I'm telling you, this page is going to get better. This channel is going to get better and better and better. You won't want to miss it. So if you unsubscribe, you ain't going to get to see what your boy's about to do in his lifetime. It's going to be big. I'm telling you. So subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Send your boy a Cash App if you want to, if it's on your heart. And continue to do the shadow work. Your boy is tiptoeing out of this joint. Gone.